Last night, the A's showed they are not ready to quit this 2010 season. After being down to one of the hottest teams in the American League, the Green and Gold rallied behind some strong defense by Coco Crisp and clutch hitting from Cliff Pennington. Tonight's matchup faces two prize pitching prospects trying to show their respective clubs they are here to stay in the big leagues. The Rays' Jeremy Hellickson has been nothing less than brilliant in his first three major league starts, winning each one of them for the Rays. Vin Mazzaro continues to impress this season, and since June he has reached the sixth inning in 9 of his last 10 starts. The battle of two young pitchers looking to make their mark in the show starts right now. Well, the big series continues. Game 2 of the 4-game set. A's, Rays, Cliff Pennington. Well, he's been a hero 2 games in a row. And tonight, Vin Mazzaro will take them out, trying to get the A's their second win over the Rays. So Friday Night Baseball, and it's another good ball game coming up. It's the Rays and the Athletics coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. A's have won 3 straight. They're back to the 500 mark. And Ray, you want your leadoff hitter to be a catalyst. Coco Crisp has been that, but he's been a catalyst offense, defense as well. What a play last night.
Well, it's been great to have him all year because what he's been doing lately, it would have been fun to have him those 70 games that he missed. But Coco Crisp, unbelievable power. I don't think he really knows how much he has, especially with no stride, but he can generate a lot of power from both sides. The stolen base threat, always. This just in the third, it was a piece of cake going there. And his defense, nothing better, robbing a home run. I mean, he's doing it all. He's enjoying playing for this ball club. He's enjoying leading off, and, of course, playing spectacular defense. Running the bases, he's got the whole package.
Well, coming into this season, everybody knew that the Rays had 5 very good young starters, but they also said, hey, we have a kid in the minor leagues who may be better than any of them. Jeremy Hellickson, he's here, and he's pitching tonight.
Well, he looks very young because he is just 23. He's got 4 pitches, not really overpowering, but he's been outstanding in 3 starts. He's 3-0 with about a 135 earned run average, so he's mixing his pitches. Of course, the A's hit it for the first time. They'll have to look at some video, see what the hitters do, Coco Crisp, for example, and try to take advantage of somebody they've never seen, but he definitely has been pitching well.
Hellickson has allowed just 9 total hits in his first 3 starts, so he has been pitching very well. Vin Mazzaro, well, he hasn't won in 4 starts. He'll try to stop that stretch tonight. So Mazzaro takes the mound for the Athletics in Game 2 of this 4-game set. A's and Rays coming up next.
Foley, representing the Tampa Bay Rays, and they're meeting at home plate with the
Mobile Broadband Network, AT&T, rethink possible, and by Corona. Relax and refresh with Corona and Lime.
Lineup cards being exchanged. Vin Mazzaro has finished his warm-ups down to the bullpen, so he is getting ready. And so are we for Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Oakland Athletics and the Tampa Bay Rays. Game time weather for tonight is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free, and the boardwalk is open daily. 61 degrees. Fog is moving in. I can see it and
feel it.
It is moving in. You're right.
And feel it. It's cooling off.
A's won last night by a final score of 4-3. Very exciting game. The A's mounted a big comeback, and they won the game. They've won 3 in a row overall, and they will try to get over the 500 mark. They will also look up at the scoreboard and see that the Texas Rangers have won their game. So the Rangers break their 4-game losing streak. They beat the Orioles tonight 2-0. So there's your scoreboard watching for tonight. Let's take a look at the Rays lineup. John Jaso will be the catcher. Ben Zobrist at second. Carl Crawford in left. Evan Longoria at third. Carlos Pena at first. Matt Joyce in right. Willie Ibar is the designated hitter. B.J. Upton will be in center. And Jason Bartlett back in the lineup tonight. He'll be at shortstop. Davis, Crisp, and Buck in the outfield for the A's. Kuzmanov, Pennington, Tollison, and Barton on the infield. Kurt Suzuki catches Vin Mazzaro.
Now, Vinny, as Kite mentioned, had a little bit of a struggle. He's had won 4 in a row. Now he's lost his last 3 decisions, and he's been winless as his record now stands at 6-5. In his last 3 starts with a .237 earned run average, 96 hits, 36 walks. He's allowed 12 home runs. He is facing the Rays for the 2nd time, faced them last year in just the 1 time. So Vinny trying to keep the streak of good pitching going for the A's starters. And they have been outstanding in this month of August. 6 innings, the least that any one pitcher has gone all year, all the month of August. So it's been at least 6, and then turn it over to the bullpen. But guys have been pitching great in the rotation.
You know what you realize, Ray, is when you look back at the scores of A's games, whether they win or lose, they never get blown out.
That's right.
Because a starting pitcher, I mean, when was the last time a starting pitcher really had a bad outing where he really got knocked around? It just doesn't happen. No. So they're in every game. They're even. Some of the good pitching staffs around baseball, every once in a while, a guy will get knocked around. But it's not happened hardly at all this year. The A's starters and their young starters as well.
But I think just as important, this is mid to late August. And these guys are pitching well, so it bodes well for the future with the young pitchers pitching well as we're on August the 20th and 42 games remaining. A's 60-60. Last night's winning pitcher Trevor Cahill, 8 solid innings as he picked up win number 13. 4-1 record in his last 5 starts. That's a 0 in front of that .90, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That's pretty good.
First pitch of the ball game to John Jaso. The catcher is in for a strike. So 7:09 first pitch. Jaso, Zobrist, and Crawford, top 3 hitters in the Rays lineup. And a quick 0-2. Dan Johnson, ex-Athletic, not in the lineup tonight. He was last night as the designated hitter.
Got to his right, our left, though. Carl Crawford, CC. Carl Crawford is in the lineup. He is every game. He's an impact player. He can do so many things. And Jaso leading off again tonight, as he did last night, the catcher for the Rays.
Drives one to left center with Coco Crisp. Shaded that way, makes the catch. 1 out.
Check out our keys to the game brought to you by Toyota. A's continue to battle. Every game matters. That's exactly right, as the Rangers have already won tonight. For Vin Mazzaro getting through the lineup the first time. That's been a little bit of a struggle for him. And for Hellickson, the future's bright. The Rays rotation. Oh, I thought that was okay. That's him. Boy, does he look young. Gosh, remember we were that young at one time?
Sure.
Yeah, he might try to come to the Coliseum if he's not on the team bus. They may question him whether they can let him in. You know, he better have some ID. But he's good. He is 3-0 in 3 starts. So, I don't care how old or how young he looks, he is pitching very well for the Rays. And it may be short term, but you're right. They've got the jam-packed rotation.
When I was that young, you were my second favorite Cleveland Indian. You know that.
Gosh, you keep dropping that. I'm tired of that. That's enough.
Tollison went for the backhand, could not come up with it cleanly, and Zobrist will be aboard. So the first base runner of the game, it's going to be an error.
Yeah, it's a playable ball. It just bounced up, hit him in the heel of the glove, and kept rolling. But a ball that Ultramo will show came up, actually never came up, just stayed on the edge of his glove. Ultramo is brought to you by the Evergood Sausage Company. On the Ultramo. Glad to have you, Ultramo.
So here's Crawford. Crawford spent most of the season in the number 2 hole, but just recently he has moved up to the 3rd spot, or down to the 3rd spot, I should say, and he's had a good little run going, so I would imagine he will stay in that 3 spot. Crawford, Longoria, Pena, 3 pretty good hitters in the middle of the Rays lineup. 1-1 to Carl Crawford. And a 9-game hitting streak snapped last night. He went 0 for 3 with a walk. 13 hits and 38 at-bats since moving into the 3 spot on the 9th of August. That one is going to get past Barton, and Zobrist is going to go to second base. So we are going to have another error by the Athletics. 2 errors, and we're 3 batters into the game.
Well, that's just one of those casual throw-overs to first base, and it just went into the runner, and Derek Barton tried to reach around Zobrist, could not. And fortunately, it was deflected enough to slow it down to keep Zobrist at second base.
So 1-1 is the count to Crawford. Rips it foul. Rays 74 and 63. They're going to look up at the scoreboard, and they're going to see that the Yankees lost tonight 6-0 to the Mariners. That means a Rays win, and they would tie the Yankees for the top spot in the East. Slowly hit, and it's going to be a tough play. Mazzaro is not going to get there. It's a tough play, especially with a guy so fast as Crawford. You can't make a mistake, and you can't hesitate.
Well, he made a good pitch. Carl Crawford just put the bat on the ball, but their foot race and just veers out of the way as Vinny tried to tag him. Was not going to be out anyway had he made contact with him, because he'd already put his foot on the bag. Carl Crawford hitting the bag, veering off to the right. And
it's a good move by Crawford.
Absolutely. Play some football. Of course, he could also run through you instead of around you.
That's true. So 1st and 3rd, 1 out for Longoria. Longoria gets a fastball, reaches for it, pokes it foul. 295 with 17 homers and 81 runs batted in for Longoria. There's your East standings updated with that Yankees loss tonight.
Well, with Longoria up, grounded into a double play last night in the 1st inning, helped the A's avoid possible big inning, hit a home run in his next at bat, but worried about Carl Crawford stealing second. Of course, taking the double play away.
Slider outside.
th home run last night for Longoria. Also base hit up the middle, just a nice, easy swing. A's would like to see him roll over on one of the sliders from Mazzaro.
Longoria has homered in consecutive games. Home runs down a little bit this year, but still driving in runs big time. it up. Shallow center. Pennington out. Pennington now backpedaling. He's got it. Zobrist comes about a third of the way down the line and then spins back and heads back to third base. Longoria can't get the job done. He's very frustrated as he walks back to the dugout.
Well, that's a play that if you're a runner at third base and you see the infielder backpedaling, I think you have a pretty good chance to score. That's if you don't have the arm of Cliff Pennington. Cliff Pennington kept backpedaling. That's why Zobrist went down the line the way he did. But Cliff there, but that did not take away. Look at this strong throw. Right to Kurt Suzuki. And Zobrist would have been out. He knows it. At least he faked it to draw the throw. But Pennington calling off Coco Crisp. And, of course, knows he has the strong arm to be able to make up for any backpedaling he was doing.
Yep. So now Mazzaro needs to get Carlos Pena. Crawford goes and the pitch way inside. So Carl Crawford will have a stolen base. Number 40 for Crawford. He got a pretty good jump that time. I would say if he gets a good jump, you're not going to throw him out.
Well, I don't know that they've thrown him and then tried to throw him out.
Longoria is talking to Raymond, giving him a scouting report.
Derek Shelton was probably trying to find out as well.
Raymond will give hitting tips.
See, Raymond thinking that that Longoria was talking to him, but little did he know that he was talking to his hitting coach, Derek Shelton, who was leaning over next to Joe Madden.
Now, if you're the Rays, would you trust Raymond?
He's Hollywood.
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't trust him throwing.
Man.
And as big as he is, he can't throw him very far.
He's a big man. 2-0 to Pena. On the inside corner. Pena, a 2-run shot last night. Along.
Well, he's only hitting 214, but when you've hit 24 home runs, you've driven in 72. You can give up the batting average. You take some of those shots and made it a 3-1 game, but the A's did come back.
And now 3-1. Matt Joyce, the left-handed hitter, is waiting in the on-deck circle.
He has been good. He's hit some balls. Almost hit one out last night, but having said that, you don't have to give in to Carlos Pena with first base open. Because he will be swinging if it's anywhere close.
That one just off the plate, so the bases are indeed loaded. So high stress inning here in the first for Mazzaro, and he's going to get a visit from his pitching coach, Kurt Young. Mazzaro's last win was July 24th when he beat the Chicago White Sox. He lost to the Rangers, got a no decision to the Royals, and then lost at Seattle and lost at Minnesota. That last start in Minnesota, he pitched very well.
Batting in the sixth position.
Kevin Slowey had the no-hitter into the eighth inning. That was the difference there. So here's Joyce. Good, hard sinking fastball. It was Joyce who was robbed last night by Coco Crisp.
So it's inning really unnecessary. Yep. You think about the number of pitches and the stressful innings you mentioned, and could have been out of the inning very quickly, as a matter of fact.
And now 2-1. 22 pitches for Mazzaro. The runners, Zobrist reached on an error, Crawford a single, Pena a walk. And now 3-1. No place to put him, obviously. Switch hitter Willie Ibar in the on-deck circle.
We say with all fastballs to Pena. And now to Joyce. Tough time to throw a slider.
And that one, a fastball right at the knees.
Same location as the first pitch. I think the A's would have liked to have seen him swing, because that's a ground ball waiting to happen. The pitch down low. Wally Bell, the umpiring crew tonight, the left knee that buckled as it went down to the stride. That made it a strike. Otherwise, about 6 inches low.
Runners take off, and the pitch is hit hard into right center field, and that's a base hit. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. Payne to third, and Matt Joyce comes through with a 2-out, 2-run single. And the Rays have a 2-0 lead. He got another fastball, and
he elevated it too.
Put a good swing on it.
Yeah, that's the difference. He looked at the location of this pitch compared to the one before, and of course he was looking fastball, able to expand his strike zone, even though the ball was sinking away from him a little bit, but it was about thigh high and a perfect pitch to hit. And Joyce, although it looked like he would have been happy with a walk on 3-1, gets a better pitch to hit 3-2. 2 big runs.
Here's Ibar, who shoots one just past Hollywood down there, Kevin. Ibar did not play last night. You mentioned Dan Johnson was the designated hitter. Swing there by Ibar. 0-2 pitch, probably got a little bit more of the strike zone than he wanted.
Yeah, it looked like a couple of the guys were protecting tonight's starting pitcher.
Good move. One and two now to Willie Ibar. 29 pitches now for Mazzaro in the first. Good pitch there. Strike 3 called. Ibar knew it. But a couple of runs, a couple of hits, an error by the A's, a couple errors by the A's, and the Rays lead 2-0. Will play comeback tonight. Right from the start, Coco Crisp will lead off, followed by Barton, Suzuki, Cust, Kuzmanov, Davis, Buck, Tollison, and Pennington down at the bottom. Defensively for the Rays, Crawford, Upton, Joyce in the outfield. Longoria, Bartlett, Zobrist, Pena, third to first. John Jaso again behind the plate. And there's the youngster, Jeremy Hellickson.
Just his fourth start, but he has been outstanding. About 9 hits in 20 innings, only 3 walks and 12 base runners. He's allowed 1 home run. He went all the way around the bases. 18 strikeouts, so about a strikeout an inning. Fastball, 89-91. Curveball, slider, changeup. So your basic 4 pitches, but if you throw strikes, it's like Cy Young.
So Hellickson's first pitch of the ball game to Coco Crisp is a little bit low. Young man, 23 years old. So our first look at Jeremy Hellickson. Crisp hitting .288 thanks to his recent hot streak. Crisp will be followed by Barton and Suzuki. Big chopper over the mound. Bartlett ranging far to his left. He makes a nice play, and that's out number 1. Des Moines, Iowa is where Jeremy Hellickson was born and still lives. 4th round pick in 2005. Having a terrific year at AAA Durham this year. From what everybody says, well, he's the real deal. And he's made just 3 starts in the big leagues. This is his 4th. It's one of those kids, Ray, where you've heard his name a lot the last couple of years as one of the top prospects in baseball. So you kind of look forward to seeing him pitch after you've read about him and heard his name a lot. He's just 6'1", 185 pounds, so he's not a real big guy.
So when the Rays go into Chicago play the White Sox, Hawk doesn't say big guy.
Hey, big guy.
Everybody's a big guy, whether you're 5'8", 6'10".
As long as Hawk says hi to me, that's right. He can call me whatever he wants. It's Hawk. He's a legend in Chicago.
See that.
2-1 to Barton.
Rain out in Kansas City tonight for the White Sox.
Is that an official rain out?
Well, it's got the R up there. I guess it could be raining, which means they've got to wait.
Brian, our very fine stat man, says it is officially a rain out.
I think they play doubleheaders there. That's not a day-night.
No.
Conventional.
We had one of those a couple years ago, remember? Barton goes around. That's a pretty good pitch by Hellickson.
It's a great changeup. A hard changeup at 80 miles per hour, but great delivery and with the movement. That's a Rich Harden type changeup. Goes down hard.
Hellickson's minor league numbers, and this is why he's so highly thought of, including this year, 49-16 with a 2.66 ERA. 49-16. And I think what's nice about that too, Ray, 578 minor league innings. Now that's a lot. I mean, you're probably talking 3.5,
right.
4 years of minor league pitching. So he's probably ready.
Well, a high school kid, and Wade Davis, the same thing with the Rays. I think closer to 700 innings. So it's ideally, if you can do that, Michael Wirtz of the A's, I think told me the other day, it's like 1,000 innings in minor league baseball. It's a Trevor Hoffman type leg kick, and kind of straightens up, and then right over the top. Very good control.
Bartlett has that one behind the back, flips it to first, and Hellickson has a 3-up, 3-down first inning. On to the second. It's the Rays 2 and the A's nothing. and barbecue. Round Table is back with their delicious barbecue chicken pizza. Get big barbecue flavor delivered hot and fresh to your door from Round Table. Call today. Pre-game prep, getting the field ready.
Look at that, an ultra mole, dusting off, sweeping off the foul line. See the dirt just flying around.
Even Claywood's dirt looks good.
Yeah. HD Ultra Mole.
Good looking dirt.
Yeah. And that's not smoke coming off the pad either. That's dust, dirt.
Good looking dirt. Upton, Bartlett, and Jaso here in the second inning. So 30 pitches in that first inning for Vin Mazzaro, and he really needs a quick inning. And now 3-0 to Upton. Upton was 1 for 3 last night. There's a strike. Upton overall 244, 11 homers, and 43 runs batted in. Swings and misses. It would have been ball 4. The Twins just finished off the Angels 7-2 the final in Minneapolis, so give you the goodies on those games in a little bit. So Texas wins, the Angels lose tonight.
You got to tell us another sellout in Target Field?
Yeah, I think we can go with that one. You can write that down for the rest of the year. (3-2) and Upton checks his swing and he's aboard. So not only a walk, but 7 pitch at bat.
Position, shortstop, number 8, Jason Bartlett.
So the updated AL West standings, Angels fall a game under the 500 mark, and they fall now to 8 games back. The Angels just can't seem to get anything going either. Bartlett, a jam shot, and it drops fair, and that's trouble. Upton's going to cruise into third, and Bartlett has a bloop double. Second and third, nobody out.
Well, you can't defend this. Well, really coming in hard. It might have hit Bartlett had he not made contact. Just kind of served it out to left field and pulled the hands in as best he could.
So Mazzaro in trouble again. First pitch to Jaso. Hit to left field, shallow. Upton tags. He's got great speed. Rajay Davis, his throw to the plate is not quite in time. Upton just a little bit too fast. Bartlett was also able to tag up and go to third. So Jaso has a productive out.
It looked like might be a possibility, but by overthrowing the cutoff man, that did allow Bartlett to get into third base. Saw Kuzmanov trying to jump, but ball was airmailed a little bit too high. That's the speed.
Yeah.
Unlike Zobrist, who does run well, but he did not attempt to score in the first inning, which he hadn't because he's probably been out.
So Zobrist steps in. Zobrist reached on the air and scored in the first. He takes him on. So Bartlett standing at third. Now Ray was thinking about that tag up of Bartlett and going to third. If you think about where he's standing at second base, he's got a perfect angle to see if the throw from center field is going to go over the head of the cutoff man. See, I mean, if you look where he is, and you can tell pretty much right away if the throw's high. Allows you to just take off.
And it looked like he might have been seeing, or could tell just when Rajay released the ball.
That's right. Coco Crisp comes racing in, and he's going to get there. He makes the catch. And that's not going to be deep enough to get the run home. So Zobrist pops out.
Now that's a big one because at least with the infield playing in, Cliff Pennington was ranging far out in the center field, but fortunately it was high enough that Coco Crisp could get under the ball. I don't think Cliff could have gotten this one.
So Crawford steps in. Breaking ball. Crawford over top of it. So a run in for the Rays here in the second inning. Zaro tries the breaking ball again, misses this time. .375 with runners in scoring position, fourth best in the American League for Crawford. Pops this one up. It's going to be Tollison, the second baseman, out, and he's got it side retired. So a run for the Rays. We head to the bottom of the second. They lead 3-0.
And batting in the fourth position, designated hitter, number 32, Jack.
Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. There's also a product for fans. Improve your fantasy play or track your favorite players and teams. Go to BloombergSports.com for details. Rays 3, A's nothing. Bottom of the second inning. Hat giveaway on the young lady a little bit earlier this year. Cust, Kuzmanov, and Davis against Hellickson. Hellickson had a 3-up, 3-down first inning with a strikeout.
The difference of batting average for Jack Cust at .274 this year, .240 last year, but more home runs, more power. Of course, to not start the season with the club. Getting a chance to play every day. Connor Jackson led the DL, so that's going to open up spots. Travis Buck in the lineup tonight in right field. So September 1st is right around the corner. We'll see what the A's do as far as call-ups. Sometimes you say, well, everybody's here.
Yeah, well, that's true. But indeed, Connor Jackson back to the disabled list. So that's one of those frustrating years for Connor Jackson. It was a quick trip down to AAA for Jeff Larish as he is now back. So Larish back to the big leagues. Connor Jackson to the disabled list.
And normally you go back to AAA, you have to stay at least 10 days. But if there's an injury, that changes everything.
Swing and a miss. So Cuss strikes out.
Yesterday with the A's is Sunday, August the 22nd. That is day after tomorrow when the A's host the Rays. First pitch 105. 10,000 fans will receive an Athletic Coast baseball T-shirt brought to you by Chevrolet. From early to for the A's Fiesta pregame party at Lot A featuring Gio Gonzalez, test drive a Chevy, and you could win the chance to throw out the first pitch and an Athletic Coast jersey. Athletics. It's not even Athleticos, it's at.
Watch them off.
In Ultimo.
Watch where it ends up.
Timeout. No wonder he's
I was going to say.
Up. He's got him buzzing in his ear.
How can you expect him to concentrate?
Well, he just kind of stayed in there for a little while and
Longoria flips to first. Pena digs it out. 2 outs.
Bye-bye. It's gone.
Nice timing, huh? Could not have gone inside of his helmet at a worse time. So here's Rajai Davis.
Pitch was coming, and I can hear this buzzing in my ear. Something going on in my ear.
Davis hitting .267 with 5 home runs, 38 runs batted in. More note on that Connor Jackson, right? It was not his hamstring the reason why he went back on the disabled list. It was a lower abdominal strain this time. So. Longoria knocks it down, picks it up, and throws. And Davis called safe.
Wow. Oh, thank you.
John Hirschbeck, the first base umpire. Everybody was running off the field. John said, "Oh, I don't think so." It was a hard hit ball.
And it's a base hit. Very hard off the chest of Longoria, but the Gold Glover picked it up quickly, and it was bang bang. And Longoria, a very strong arm, recovered quickly.
It's close.
Yeah. I bet if he got an ultra-low. He thought it was out. He's heading back to the dugout. That ultra slow motion is on you, isn't it?
It is a base hit, and here's Travis Buck.
Well, hit a ball that hard, and Rajai Davis still forced Longoria to make a quick throw and hard throw. Looked like he might have gotten him, but that's just the 100% the hustle all the time by Rajai Davis, not assuming the ball is going to be an easy out.
Travis Buck toward left. Crawford toward the line, and he makes the catch. Side retired. A hit and a runner left. We head to the third inning. It's 3-0 Rays. Mazzaro fit into the A's rotation plans?
Nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I think he fits in very nicely. I think to the point that the A's last year, before this coming season, or this season actually, that Ben Sheets was signed, Justin Duxer came back, and Sven Mazzaro went back to AAA. But I'd say there's a pretty good chance the way he is pitching and stays healthy the rest of the season, which we hope that's the case. He can go to spring training as one of the 5. Very good 5-man rotation. So let's hope that's the case, because it's nice to have 5 guys get feed off each other. They're all young. 2 righties, 3 lefties.
Carlos Pena.
So the ERA, considerable drop. Much better in this season, although last year not a full season. A little shoulder problem towards the end of the season, but this year he's been healthy and pitching well.
And depth as well. Josh Outman.
That's true.
Josh Outman hopefully be healthy next year. And 5 pitchers isn't always enough. That's the Rays. Big bounce to Derek Barton. Pena's retired. Speaking of getting healthy, Andrew Bailey with a rehab assignment tonight for AAA Sacramento, right?
How'd he do?
2/3 of an inning, gave up a couple of runs. No walks, 1 strikeout. He threw 18 pitches. That's all we know as far as the numbers go. But
well, if he's healthy and comes here tomorrow, everything looks good, then it's a good possibility to be activated on Sunday.
Exactly. I don't know that the numbers are that important, but how does he feel after?
That's all that matters. Yeah.
Hopefully he'll be back real soon. Real soon.
You know, that team from Iowa said, Rookie of the Year. Huh.
Couple runs.
Let's see what we can do against you. That's the problem. Guys go down to rehab and have a big league resume, and those AAA guys say, well, take it to the big leagues. If I can hit this guy, then I can show that I can hit a big league pitcher.
Lock in. 1-1 to Matt Joyce. Mazzaro, 30 pitches in the first inning, 16 in the second inning. Just 8 so far here in the third. Joyce with that 2-run single in the first inning. And he lays off that pitch, and it's a 2-out walk. 3rd walk issued by Mazzaro. So he's not going to get his first 3-up, 3-down inning.
If he throws it 287, a lot of movement. The pitcher can start in the middle of the plate and hope it stays close enough that the hitter either swings or you get a called 3rd strike.
First pitch to Willie Ibar is inside. Ibar was called out on strikes to end the first inning. Shallow left field. Rajay Davis trotting in. He's got it. Side retired. Runner left. We go to the bottom of the third. It'll be Tollison, Pennington, and Crisp. 3-0 Rays. Giveaway from now until October 10th. Thousands will win cash and prizes every day. Visit CashCreek.com for details. Beautiful look at the Coliseum. Right now, the Rays leading the Athletics 3-0. Bottom of the third inning. The A's have won 3 in a row. These two teams have split the 6 games they have played against each other this year. The A's against the AL East this year, 17-18. The A's will have that big 4-game series at Yankee Stadium on the back end of their upcoming road trip. It should be 3 in Cleveland, 3 in Texas, 4 in New York. In that order. So just draw the arrows for the airplane that leaves on Monday.
On a Sunday, September the 5th, for the Oakland A's Breast Cancer Awareness Day presented by Big O Tires. A's Breast Cancer Awareness caps and pins are available for purchase at A's home games behind Section 120. Special thanks to Dr. Costa Times, American Bank, and State Roofing Systems for supporting this day, benefiting breast cancer research and education. For tickets and information, go to OaklandAthletics.com.
So 1 out for Pennington. So how would you have done the trip? I'd have went Cleveland first, then New York. And you always like to finish your road trip in a city where you're heading back to the West, right?
Or just go to New York, Cleveland, Texas. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Did you say Cleveland first? You said Cleveland, New York.
New York, Texas. Or Texas, New York, Cleveland.
Right, New York, Cleveland, Texas.
It's fine too.
Doesn't matter. We're not going to take it that way.
Pennington drives one right field. Fair. Pennington with a double. He's becoming friendly with that right field corner, and quite frankly, it's been good to him.
Just wish he'd had a couple of runners on base like he did last night. Same 2-0 fastball, same type of swing, almost identical location. This one, though, a little bit more fair. No, right at the base of the wall, but a very short stride. And Cliff Pennington, he's talking about just wants to get a little bit higher over the fence for a home run. It's been a long time, but still, the way he's swinging the bat, don't worry about home runs. Just drive the ball the way it is.
Here's Coco Crisp. Pennington has really hit the ball well against the Rays this year. 10 hits and 22 at-bats here in 2010. Same pitch, huh?
Same pitch, same count. Only difference, 2 runners on, and that put the A's ahead in the 6th. A 3-run 6th inning. Jerry Blevins with his first major league save in 1-2-3 9th inning.
Crisp grounded out to short in the first inning. He was 1 for 4 last night, scored a run.
Well, the A's get in position where they are down in the game, but in Mazzaro usually, which he has been doing again tonight, although not his fault, struggled in the first inning, but he settled down. The A's get a chance to come back and just try to peck away at the lead. There's a bit of confidence in the A's dugout that they don't feel they're down too much anytime in a ball game.
That one is just foul past first. So 1-2 to Crisp. Outfield plays Crisp pretty shallow, pretty straight away.
Any part of the bag, and it's a fair ball. Hirschbeck looking right down the line, getting a good view of it.
Derek Barton will be next. He's trying to get on the board against Jeremy Hellickson. Fastball just off the plate. Coco Crisp hitting .371 in the month of August. Coming into tonight now with his 0 for 1, down to .365. But boy, he has been hot. Cue shot. Bartlett's going to have a tough play. In fact, he's not even going to make a throw. So it'll be a hit for Crisp. Pennington stays at second. And the A's got something going here in the bottom of the third.
And it's always nice to have great speed. That's definitely a cue shot. And enough that Barton had to go to his right with no chance. A little fake to see if he could draw Pennington off the bag. But Cliff's smart enough to realize himself a shortstop. Not much of a chance.
So Barton will hit. He struck out in the first inning. So he gets his second look at Hellickson. Change up, drops low. Barton last night, a couple of hits, both doubles, also walked. And off the foot and down goes Barton.
A slider down and in and got on top of it, and not surprised to see this ball hit off. Hey, maybe even the shin guard. Maybe it actually hit. See if Ultimo shows where it hit. Oh, just missed it. Oh, get about another 3-inch extension. Or push the thing down a little bit. Oh. I think just the impact would have sent him to the ground even had it hit the shin guard.
Runners go, and no throw anywhere, and it's going to be a double steal for Pennington and Crisp.
Jaso came up like he wanted to throw to second, but nobody was covering second. Had no chance to get Pennington, who got a great jump. Well, watch, Jaso looked, and Coco Crisp sliding into second base unnecessarily as the middle infielder is holding the position.
I don't know if he was going to get either of them.
No, it's like Hellickson forgot there were guys on base, and that's what Cliff Pennington was doing, even with Coco at the plate, trying to read his delivery, trying to think about getting to third. So A's have a chance with a ball in play to get on the board.
1-2 pitch to Barton. Longoria comes in a little bit at third. And that's softly hit into center field, a base hit. 1 run scores. Upton's throw to the plate is light. Crisp is in. And it's a 3-2 game.
Well, a couple of things about Derek Barton. First of all, he took the pitch, letting the 2 guys steal the base, and then got the 2-seam fastball away, drove it up the middle. Even Coco Crisp holding up to make sure the play was not made by the second baseman Zobrist, and still able to score. And Mike Gallego likes the stolen bases. He likes to send guys who can run. And Coco Crisp with a nice slide, touching the plate with his hand. And that's how you get 2 quick runs. Stolen bases. 2 guys in scoring position and take off.
So a couple of RBIs for Barton, 41 and 42 on the year. The A's get themselves right back in the game. It's now 3-2.
Well, you think about it, the A's stationary, don't steal the bases. And then sure, it's a base hit, but first and second, 1 run in. But you steal, double steal, you get 2 guys in scoring position, 1 hit brings in 2. All of a sudden, it's a 1-run game.
Curve from Hellickson, and it's a strike. Suzuki grounded out to short in the first inning.
First one we've seen of this tonight, the curveball. Second time through the batting order. Dropped a nice hook to show the A's players. Plus, he knew Adam Rodner told him, oh, he's got a good curve.
Adam knew before anybody.
Absolutely. Watches more of the opposing players than anybody. Ready just to show what you got.
Threw him another curveball, and Suzuki had a pretty good view of this one.
Well, a hanging curveball, even though he planted the front foot, still thought he had a chance to drive the ball. Well, the 1.35 ERA for Hellickson coming into tonight's game, he's already surpassed that. The A's were 2.
Yep.
So that's a plus for the A's, seeing him for the first time.
Up and away with a fastball, 1-2. So 3 hits in the inning against Hellickson and a couple of runs so far. Jack Cust in the on-deck circle. This one's fouled just below the loss. Looks like another big overhand curve.
A little bit harder, though, the first one and even the second one that he hung. Slow variety, but a little bit harder curve this time with 2 strikes. But a good one. Great rotation on the curveball.
And straight over the top. Got him with a changeup and a good one. That is the 3rd strikeout for Hellickson. 2 outs here in the 3rd.
And all 3 have come on the same pitch. The changeup to Derek Barton, Jack Cust, and there you see the circle changeup. And a good one right over the top. So the good curveball, 12-6. Great rotation, and the changeup coming out of his hand just like the fastball, and a circle change.
So here's Cust, who struck out swinging in the 2nd inning.
See the
good look.
Yeah, the index finger to the thumb of the right hand forming the circle, the middle ring and little finger, and that's why you throw the circle change, same delivery, arm speed as a fastball, but because you're using the 3 fingers, you're not throwing it as hard, and that's what makes it such a good pitch. It's so much like the fastball. That ultra mode just slowed it down and froze it. That'll be on our Cruise Light freeze frame in about the 5th inning.
That's right. And now every time we say circle change, you'll know what
it is. Form the circle with your thumb and index finger. Wrap it around the baseball. That's the circle part.
So if you're a youngster and you're at home, grab a baseball, try it, and then go out in the yard tomorrow and try to throw it.
And if you're a youngster, learn how to throw a fastball and a circle change up, and that's all you need.
That's right. And remember, when you throw it the first time, you may not have any idea where it's going to go. Takes a while, I would think.
But, you know, ideally, you take a 2-seam fastball, and you throw that, and you throw a circle change with the same delivery, and you just realize you can't throw it as hard. You just want to throw it with the same arm speed, but it's impossible to throw it as hard as your index and middle finger on the baseball.
Change up, strike 3 called. The A's get a couple of runs on 3 hits off Hellickson. So we head to the 4th. It's 3-2 Rays. For both the Rays and the Athletics.
Well, I don't know, but I'll say this. Ben Mazzaro needs a shutdown inning right now. He needs a 0. He needs a shutout in this inning for sure.
We don't know the answer to the trivia question.
That's right.
But we know that. He needs the shutdown inning after the A's scoring 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. Upton, Bartlett, and Jaso here in the 4th. Close pitch, just a bit low. Seven base runners in the first 3 innings for the Rays against Mazzaro. Pop foul back.
Well, as much movement as Vinny has on his fastball. I mean, that's a very good 2-seam fastball. He's got more fly ball outs, but you'd think he'd be getting more ground ball outs. But I think his sinker is maybe moving off the plate, moving too much.
Strike 3 called and up to do it. He got a slider on 3-2 and couldn't pull the trigger.
Perfectly thrown slider, and not much you can do. I don't know that Upton had seen anything other than fastballs tonight. He walked in his first at bat, scored a run. All fastballs, but a perfect time to throw it if you can throw it for a strike, because you're not going to get many swings on it.
Bartlett had a double in the 2nd inning. Just a bit high, 2-1 count. Suzuki setting up outside, and Mazzaro misses with a slider inside. He's starting to get a little feel for that pitch, although that one he missed badly. Let's see what he throws on 3-2 to Bartlett. Pennington behind second base. He's got it and throws out Bartlett for the second out.
Interesting conversation with Cliff Pennington about his defensive play, and of course works hard with Mike Gallego, the A's third base coach and infield coach. You remember the play he made in Jose Molina where he went shallow center field, 360, and then threw him out? He said he actually works on it. He practices it, and he said simply because Mike Gallego said it's something that you're not accustomed to doing, because normally he likes to just throw off balance and use his arm strength. The gang said to him, let's work on it. So he worked on it. Comes out and works perfectly in the game. Mike Gallego is just a great infield coach and working with these guys. And it's just something that you don't, it's almost like you can't practice hard plays. You know, it's kind of a reaction. They just react on those. Routine plays, you make those consistently and you work on those, but now he's kind of incorporated into his routine. Let's work on it. And it makes it much better because he can go get the ball in the outfield, the 360, then pick up his target and throw him out.
Well, I guess it would eliminate the decision of how am I going to do this? Well, now I know how I'm going to do it, so let's see if I can pull it off.
Yeah.
0-2 to Jaso, the leadoff hitter. Good pitch, just a bit outside.
We saw Cliff make that play, but we've also seen him go behind the bag and just throw without making the spin. Wallabell looked like he wanted to call it. The big right shoulder almost came up, but stayed down.
So 2-2 to Jaso. And now 3-2. Mazzaro looking for that first 3-up, 3-down inning. He needs to get Jaso.
I'd like to get the 3-up, 3-down, but he's had 3-2 count to all three batters. Strike out and a ground out. Now waiting to see what it can do with Jaso.
Foul tip, hung on by Suzuki, and he does get the 3-up, 3-down inning with a couple of strikeouts. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Kuzmanov's going to lead it off. That is our AT&T trivia question. The answer is Bobby Witt. A couple with the Rays and 4 with the Athletics. Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt? Bobby Witt played with the Rays?
I didn't know that.
Is that bad that we don't know that? Or that we're admitting that we don't know that. Bobby Witt.
Huh, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I shouldn't remember that. Plus, we couldn't have answered anyway because we're not supposed to answer trivia questions.
No. Three to two, the Rays lead, bottom of the fourth inning. Hellickson.
Nice showing off, throwing the curveball a lot.
All of a sudden, second time through. Hellickson retired the first 5 and then gave up the Davis infield hit and then got Buck. But the third inning, he's got to him with a double, 2 singles. And that one's lined to left. A base hit for Kevin Kuzmanov.
You keep throwing it, guys will start looking for it.
So Kuzmanov is aboard.
Staying on the curveball a little bit towards the end of the bat, but just past Bartlett.
Left fielder, number 11, Rajay Davis.
Davis hit a hard ground ball to Longoria in the second. He knocked down, threw late to first, and Davis was awarded a base hit.
Well, you think Rajay Davis was getting a sign the way he was looking so long to Mike Gallego. Third base coach goes through signs every pitch just in case. Sometimes it doesn't mean a thing.
Shot right center field, Upton on the run. He dives and he caught it.
Wow.
He guns it back to first, and Kuzmanov just gets back. Sensational play by B.J. Upton.
Wow, that was a double and maybe a run batted in. Upton, like Crawford, who robbed Rajay last night. This ball slicing away from our vantage point, just kept slicing, and all of a sudden there he is out of nowhere. And getting back quickly as Kuzmanov almost doubled off. But B.J. Upton, great jump, great angle, and even an ultra mode, tremendous play. And that's what defense can do for you. Disappoint the offense who's hitting the ball, but your pitcher loves it. That was that could have been a triple and a run batted in.
So that'll bring up Travis Buck, who takes a strike. Buck hit a fly ball to left field in the second inning. Crawford ran down toward the line.
Well, I have an idea. If you hit a ball to the outfield, make sure it's done quickly before Crawford. And we haven't even seen Joyce. Not taking anything away from him, but
seen enough of the other two.
Yes, absolutely. Play shallow, they cover the ground because Rajay knows himself in the outfield that he'd cover a lot of ground, but B.J. Upton just robbed him.
That changeup and a good one. Buck swings and misses 1-2 to count. Well, not only does it obviously miles per hour, but it's got a little tailing movement away from the left-handed hitter, which makes it an even better pitch. So 1-2 is the count. Hellickson, quick look at Kuzmanov. Ray, would you say the pace of this game is slow?
Yes, it is. Very slow. I mean, it's already the 4th inning. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Yeah, it wasn't time of game. Like it was pace of game.
2:27 last night. The A's have played very quick games. Mazzero's thrown a lot of pitches, and Ellingson really hasn't thrown that many. He's just taking a lot of time in between when he puts runners on base.
Buck fouls it down the left field line.
But you bring up a good point. It is not necessarily the time, it's the pace.
Yeah, no question.
And the pace, when it's a snail's pace, then yeah, it's kind of tough to, from the player standpoint, infielders, outfielders, just kind of slows down the pace. Just it's tough to stay sharp.
Buck towards center, where Upton to his left, he's got it. And you know who gets to decide if the pace of the game is slow or not? You and me. And right now, we've decided that pace is slow.
Second baseman, number 30, Steve Tollison.
With Pace Police. Steve Tollison will hit with 2 outs.
At the Indy Grand Prix, it's not. It is not very. Well, it's always a fast pace.
57 pitches for Ellingson, so he has not really thrown a huge amount of pitches. Tollison popped out. His first at bat, and the overhand curve catches the outside corner. Tollison in the lineup at second base tonight. So Mark Ellis sitting this one out. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Tollison has made a start at short, a start at third, and now 2 starts at second base since being called up a week ago today when we were in Minnesota. Off still at first. He led off the inning with a base hit. Fastball runs high.
By the way, Cliff Pennington is hitting. He's the on-deck circle for Steve Tollison. Finally, we get on base. Give the hot Pennington a chance to come up with runners in score position. See if he can hit the right field foul line.
Yeah, he's got it down. Off, inches off first. Outfield shallow for Tollison. Fouls it back to the screen.
With the A's going down in order last night after Pennington doubled, last 7 retired in order. So Pennington back-to-back at bats last night and tonight. Doubles in identical spots. See if he can do it the 3rd time.
One-two to Tollison. Inside, didn't miss by much. All right, the guys in the truck are helping us out, Ray, since we are the Pace Police. Jeremy Hellickson, 28 seconds in between pitches.
But he can take all the time he wants as long as there's a runner on base.
He is doing that exactly.
Yeah. So it's almost 3 minutes in this hit.
Got him with a changeup. So that is strikeout number 5 for Hellickson, and the A's get a hit but do not score. 5th inning coming up, 3-2 Rays. Hawks face the LA Galaxy. Team USA star Landon Powell leads the Galaxy into the South Bay to battle the San Jose Earthquakes. MLS soccer tomorrow at 1 o'clock, only on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Did I say Landon Powell?
Yeah, you did.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know he was.
Team USA star Landon Donovan. I got A's on my mind, baby.
Landon Powell said, boy, I feel good. I can play soccer. That's great.
Would he be great
Oh,
playing
yeah.
soccer? Is there an enforcer in soccer?
Yeah, he could be that.
Landon Donovan. My apologies to the Donovan family.
No, Landon Powell liked it. LP.
The Rays lead here in the 5th inning. Zobrist, Crawford, and Longoria, 2, 3, and 4 for Tampa Bay. Landon Powell played soccer. Come on. Zobrist hits it hard, but right to Barton. He'll run to the bag.
Well, Landon Powell warmed up and caught Dallas Braden in the bullpen side session day. He was making a start on Sunday, and I said, how'd he throw today? He said, he was perfect.
He
Had
was.
a perfect side session. Getting ready for his Sunday performance. That would be the series and homestand finale. That would be against the Rays and Matt Garza. Garza, the author of a no-hitter this year. So it should be a good series finale. Same tomorrow night. Brett Anderson and David Price.
Crawford 1 for 2. Singleton scored in the first, takes a strike, and it's 0-2. Mazzaro's retired 10 of the last 11. Making 11 out of the last 12 as he strikes out Crawford.
Well, he stayed with the hard fastball. Crawford on the second strike, maybe a little bit surprised, and even more so on the third one. Ended up swinging at ball one, ball out of the strike zone. But good enough velocity and planted the front foot a little bit late with the swing, especially out of the strike zone. The man they call CC.
First pitch slider to Longoria, drops in first strike. And it's 0-2. Although Longoria had a pretty good swing at that slider. For 2 tonight. Pop out to short and a ground out to second. This one, foul territory. Barton turns around. He's got it. Side retired. 7 in a row retired by Vin Mazzaro. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It'll be Pennington, Crisp, and Barton. 3-2 Rays. update as we head over to keep an eye on the 49ers. That is Scott Reese and Dave Betts at the anchor desk. The Raiders and the Bears Saturday at Soldier Field in Chicago. Second exhibition game for the Raiders. Curveball drops low to Cliff Pennington, leading it off for the A's here in the bottom of the fifth. Pennington doubled and scored in the third. Right now, Ray, I do not have Hellickson with a 3-ball count. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So obviously no walks, and he has 5 strikeouts. A's have 5 hits against him. This one's popped up. Longoria racing back, foul territory, and he makes a very nice catch right near the bullpen mound. Never easy for an opposing player here at the Coliseum, especially a corner infielder.
Well, it was outstanding because he knew he had a long way to run. He just lowered his head and started sprinting in the direction, and that's why he had to reach back, because he was going in the correct direction. But he had to really bust it without looking up. If he's looking up, he doesn't run as hard, not as fast anyway. An excellent play by the Gold Glove. He's going to win a few at third.
Longoria plays in, even with the bag, with Coco Crisp up. Coco ground out to short, and then in the third he singled, stole a base, scored a run. Pops this one towards center field. Upton is right there, and he really does not have to move, and he didn't. Did he move at all? Let's see. A little shuffle. So he had him played right. So 2 outs for Barton. Snaps in for a strike, that breaking ball. Big hit in the game for the A's belongs to Barton. A 2-run single in the third, knocking in both the A's runs.
I think the A's are very fortunate to be down 3-0 and get the big hit from Barton after the double steal. Pennington and Chris put him in score position. Derek Barton took a strike right down the middle and then laced one to center field to drive in both runs, making it a 1-run game. Rather have it that as you get the middle part of the game and latter part. Just kind of looking forward to getting the bullpen if you can, as well as Hellickson is pitching. At the A's last night.
The youngster, I believe he made a play. Let's see. Yes, he did.
That big guy in front of him.
Get out of the way. I got it.
Snuck around him.
So 1-2 the count to Barton.
Comes the curveball.
Really drops down.
Derek Barton, I'd be critical of him for not hitting a lot of home runs, but as well as he waits, he can take pitches like that. Even the good changeup that Hellickson has thrown tonight. That's a good changeup, but because he does wait, keeps his bat back, stays up tall. So he's taken a pretty good curveball and a changeup, both pitches we've seen hitters swing at tonight.
Now the payoff to Barton. And he lays off, and that's a pretty good at bat for Derek Barton. He gets the walk.
Well, he got a 3-ball count. That's what happened. I'd like to congratulate Kevin Fennell for his appearance on MLB Network this afternoon. And congratulations to Delaire DeRose and our crew for making Kevin a national hero.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, Delaire put all those highlights together of Kevin making the plays in the bullpen, and MLB Network jumped on board, called him, did a call-in interview this afternoon. David Don, Troy Smith, Diamond Vision crew put it on Diamond Vision while the guys were out stretching and laughed their absolute heads off today while Kevin was doing his interview on MLB Network. So, guys in the truck, Delaire, of course, and Tommy Anza, Birdie, made Kevin. He is not only, he's not the ball boy, he's the ball man.
Yeah.
They don't even call him ball boy.
21 years old. It's been a slow night so far for Kev.
He got booed so much last night, he hopes it's a slow night.
You know what? I don't think he cares, though.
No.
You want to boo me? Fine, because I got it going on right now. Pop up on the infield. Longoria makes the catch. Side retired. We have played 5 from the Coliseum. It's the Rays 3 and the A's 2. Well-balanced and most dangerous offense. Yankees, Red Sox, Rays, Rangers, or Twins. For exclusive video, exclusive blogs, and much more, log on to csncalifornia.com. Carlos Pena to lead it off for the Rays in the top of the 6th inning. It's a 3-2 ball game. Rays over the Athletics.
Both bonds are getting loose for the A's as Ken Mazzaro's making his 89th pitch.
Vin Mazzaro has not a lot of hits since the 2nd inning. He's allowed only 3 hits. But this will be pitch number 90. 30 of them coming in the very first inning. Pena walked in the first and grounded out in the 3rd. Jam shot. Coco Crisp in and over. He's got it. So 1 out here in the 6th inning. Everything's final in the American League. I told you about the 2 Western Division teams. Texas beat Baltimore 2-0. C.J. Wilson and Neftali Feliz combined on the 3-hit shutout. Wilson 1 out shy of the shutout. And Brought in Feliz, who got the final out. Wilson pitched 8 2/3 innings, Ray. 1 walk, 12 strikeouts. So he had a terrific performance tonight. He is 12-6.
Hopefully he goes tomorrow night.
So, yeah.
Another surprise tonight was at Fenway with John Lester getting hammered in the Toronto Blue Jays.
I would say, yeah, that would be an understatement.
How many home runs they hit at Fenway?
Blue Jays hit 4 tonight. Batista hit his 38th. Overbay hit a pair. McDonald hit one. It was 16-2, the final score. John Lester is a Cy Young candidate as Matt Joyce walks, but Lester gave up 9 earned runs and 8 hits in 2 innings tonight. How does that happen?
2 innings?
2 innings.
He can come back tomorrow. That is surprising.
16-2 is the final.
They were talking about his numbers at Fenway for a lefty. Of course, lefties don't fare that well. Brett Anderson would dispute that. And his 2 hit shutout last year. But lefties normally don't. But John Lester has had very good numbers at his home park at Fenway.
So the Red Sox get blown out. And before the game, they had to put Dustin Pedroia back on the disabled list. Remember, he injured that foot, fouled the ball, broke a bone in his foot toward the end of June. He came back on Tuesday, played Tuesday and Wednesday, was in the lineup yesterday, but before the game just did not look good. Was having trouble running, and they put him back on the disabled list today. Foot still bothering him, so.
Jacoby Ellsbury cracked a rib with a collision at first base. He's back on the
And I think Mike Cameron's back on the disabled list.
Yes, he is.
So think about that. Think about those 3 guys on the disabled list. The Red Sox. It has not been a smooth year for Boston. Now they're still hanging around. They're 5.5 games behind these Rays in the wild card. 6.5 games back of the Yankees in the East. Now the Red Sox and the Rays will play 6 more times, so they're certainly not out of it. They just can't keep their lineup together. Inside to Willie Ibar, so they count 2-2. The Twins beat the Angels 7-2. Dunsing the win. Heron the loss. Kubel hit a home run his 18th, so the Twins win it. Runner goes, ball's hit to left. Rajay Davis is underneath it. He's got it. Joyce will return to first. Ibar's out.
Nick Blackburn should be concerned about his spot in the rotation. The way Dunsing's pitching. It's 4-0 since joining the rotation.
That may be a non-issue when you think about it. The White Sox got rained out in Kansas City. Those 2 teams, they actually started that game and played maybe an inning or 2, and it was brutal weather, so that game rained out. So the Twins with their win now 4.5 game lead over the White Sox in the Central. Upton takes a strike. Detroit beat Cleveland 6-0. Armando Galarraga got the win. A couple of West Coast games in the National League still going on. The Reds and the Dodgers. At Dodger Stadium. Colorado and Arizona out in Phoenix playing. Upton walked and scored in the 2nd, struck out looking in the 4th. Matt Garza on the right, and Shields on the left.
They don't need to be bundled up like that in Florida, do they?
The weather's usually pretty consistent in the Dome.
Inside the Dome. World Series, Joe Madden brought out his special ear muffles to keep his head and his ears warm. Playing Red Sox in postseason. get through this 6th inning. And back to the dugout. Maybe the A's can score a couple of 6 like they did last night.
Swing and a miss. Good slider by Mazzaro. He strikes out his 5th hitter, and the Rays do not score in the top of the 6th. Freeze cam. Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. All right, check out this. This is what the entire team is wearing when they get on the plane for this entire trip, which is a West Coast trip here to Oakland and then on to L.A. Joe Madden says, hey, we need a theme for every road trip. And they got razors made. Those are Rays blazers in the Rays colors. And everybody wears them.
I think it's great.
Have some fun. Guys are having fun with it. So they wore them on the plane to Oakland. They'll wear them on the plane to Anaheim and then back home. Something's working. Best road record in the major leagues. I do think you have to have a little fun. And they do have a good time.
I thought it was great last year when the Seattle Mariners, of course, Ken Griffey Jr. and Al Wakamatsu, then the manager, all the men have said they'd like to wear ties, jackets, ties. And so I went to the future Hall of Famer and talked to him about it. So what did Griff do? He had ties made up with Wakamatsu's face on every tie. Gave him the guys. Said, all right, we'll wear them. But yeah, you need that. And Joe Madden said, they had the Miami, everybody wore white on the South Beach. And they've done the Johnny Cash when Joe Madden dyed his hair black. That was a great sight.
This one's hit to left center and hit pretty well. Upton is watching this one, and it is gone. Wow. Cuss ties it at 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Well, we're talking about the curveball and Jack Cust. Liftoff. What did he lift off?
Third baseman, number 5.
He got into it on the 1-2 curveball. And the way Upton was running after the ball, thought, well, he's going to catch it easily. And the ball just kept going. Tremendous opposite field power by Jack Cust.
So Cust, 9th home run of the year, ties it at 3. Check it out.
Ultra mode. Look at the front foot. Look at the bat. Stat back is the bat and follow through. Tremendous with the uppercut. And Jack Cust, the home run. And folks, that is his first since the 24th of July when he hit 2. in the game against Chicago. So Jim Scanlon said, Jack, great job. You're the 5th home run the A's have hit in August. And that was a big one. Ties the game.
0-2 to Kuzmanov. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. Strikeout number 6 for Hellickson. For Hellickson, that's the 2nd home run he's given up in this his 4th major league start.
Great changeup, and it's a very good pitch. And in the last inning, he's thrown quite a few curveballs. Derek Barton took some good curveballs and then finally walked with a changeup. Kuz hit a curveball for a base hit. And Jack Cuss took him deeper than anybody.
Ball to Rajay Davis. He swings and misses. Davis, an infield hit, and then he hit a line shot to right center field, and Upton made a terrific diving catch on. It would have been probably a triple. It's 0-2. Change up. Rajay is able to lay off that one. .88 pitches for Hellickson. Travis Buck will be next. There's that big curve, and that one, it looked like Hellickson actually threw it a little slower. Rajay Davis way out in front.
A's take on the Angels Saturday, September the 4th, 1:05 is the start time. 10,000 fans that afternoon. Get an A's baseball hat brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Get tickets by calling 877-493-BALL or online at OaklandAthletics.com.
Kind of a chilly night at the ballpark, but a good ball game. 3-3, bottom of the 6th inning. Travis Buck lifts one to left where Crawford fights it a little bit. He's got it side retired, but Jack Cuss, a leadoff home run here in the bottom of the 6th. So on to the 7th inning, and thanks to Jack Cuss, we are all tied at 3. In 2005, Mark Kotsay, a great night for the A's against the Rays. He makes that great catch. And then, in the bottom of the 11th, a walk-off hit. Marco Scutaro would score. A's win it 5-4 on the big night by our good friend and one of our favorites, Mark Kotsay. This guy's one of our favorites as well in between innings. He's doing it. You've got a giant appetite. It's got to be Nations. Bartlett swings at the first pitch, drives him to right center, but Coco Crisp makes the play. So the Rays, again, have not had a hit since the second inning. I think he's flirting a little bit, don't you, Ray? He's taking after Kevin. Bob Guerin's coming out. And Bob Guerin is going to the bullpen. So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So Vin Mazzaro retires Bartlett, and that will do it for Mazzaro. Blevins coming in. Seventh inning. And he'll face John Jaso. So Vin Mazzaro goes 6 1/3, 105 pitches for Mazzaro. He cannot win it, he cannot lose it. Quick 0-2.
Jared Blevins last night came in to close out the game. Let's look at the numbers of Vin Mazzaro tonight. Only one earned run, another starting pitcher, 6+ innings, one earned.
Couple of errors in the first inning. Ziegler starts to throw. So Blevins comes in here in the 7th. He got his first career save last night. Pennington handles a tough hop, juggles, and then throws. Very good chase.
Oh, to be blessed with a strong arm. Look, Pennington. Ball ate him up a little bit as it had the inside-out swing, so some funny spin on it, but he stayed with it. Watch the ball pop up right into his hand, and that's the end of it with a strong arm. Jaso, who runs well, gets him by plenty.
So that'll bring up the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. Zobrist takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-2.
Bob Guerin was saying last night in the 9th inning when he had Blevins in, of course he thought he was going to be one batter, and then turned the hit around, switch hitter, and well, okay, let's let him face him. He gets 2 outs, and then let's just leave him in. It's Rodriguez for the final out. Win, the save, and a big 1-run win for the Athletics. See the guy on the right, knocked out. Ziegler warming up on the left, but Craig Breslow is throwing after getting a line drive off his left forearm. It was against the Blue Jays a couple of days ago.
Down to left field line. Davis at the wall, and that's gone. Rays lead 4-3. Zobrist homers off Blevins.
And a fastball inside. He just dropped the head.
Number 13.
And just kept going down the left field line the short distance. And Zobrist has had some big home runs for the Rays. And this gives them the lead back again.
So that's the third home run hit by the Rays in this series. 2 last night, 1 tonight. 0-1 to Carl Crawford. Pennington charges. Quick throw to first, and they get Crawford. Nice play by Pennington again. But Ben Zobrist, the home run down the left field line. 7th inning stretch, 4-3 Rays. In-game box score. It's brought to you by Mass Mutual. 6 hits for the A's so far. Nobody in the lineup has more than 1 hit, but Derek Barton, the big hit, a 2-run single, and that was back in the 3rd inning. The Cust home run in the bottom of the 6th tied it. The Zobrist home run in the top of the 7th gave the Rays the lead back. So Tolleson, Pennington, Crisp here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Fastball right down the middle. Call the ball. 1-1 to go. Choked the left-hander, Joaquin Benoit, who is down there. Trust us. He's just throwing a long toss. Hellickson, 94 pitches. There's Benoit, number 53. 1 walk, 7 strikeouts for the 23-year-old right-hander Jeremy Hellickson. Blooper, right field. Coming in is Joyce, and he got a very nice jump, and he made the play. Playing shallow to start with. So that's 1 out here in the 7th.
Yeah, seeing Joyce, of course, when you're playing shallow with the right-handed hitter to the right fielder, that's the best way to do it, forcing the hitter to hit the ball over your head.
So Pennington hits with 1 out. Pennington doubled and scored in the 3rd, and then fouled out to Longoria in the 5th. Longoria made a nice play down near the A's bullpen. Remember, we'll start an hour earlier tomorrow night. It's a 6 o'clock start. And it is a terrific pitching matchup, folks. Worth checking out. Brett Anderson and David Price. A's pregame live at 5:30. The ball game at 6 right here on Comcast Sportsnet California. So Brett Anderson, we all know how good he is. And David Price, well, David Price is a Cy Young candidate. He's 15-5 with a 2.85 ERA.
American League starting pitcher this year in the All-Star game.
Throws mid to upper 90s. He's the real deal. So be fun tomorrow night. Anderson and Price. And then on Sunday, as Ray mentioned, Dallas Braden and Matt Garza. And the A's will travel on Monday and start a 3-game series in Cleveland on Tuesday. 1-2 pitch to Pennington, just a bit inside.
Try the 2 pitching matchups tomorrow night, Sunday afternoon. That's why tonight's win, the A's need to find a way to keep coming back and try to win this game. Take the first 2.
Hit hard. Bartlett dives, can't get it, and Pennington has his second hit. So the A's have a runner. And now we'll head to the top of the order and Coco Crisp.
A hard curveball, and Pennington stayed back. And
Center fielder.
you know that Bartlett, even though good effort, had he come up to the ball, would not have had a chance to throw him out. So Pennington stole 3rd, double steal, and he and Coco Crisp. Let's see. Might try to do something for first base.
The steal by Pennington earlier in the game was his 20th of the year. So he and Coco Crisp both with 20. Jay Davis leads the team with 36. As a team have 107 stolen bases on the year. 4th most in the American League. 5th most in the majors. Decent lead by Pennington at first. There's a strike to Coco Crisp, 0-1. Each bullpen fully loaded. Lefty and a righty warming up for the A's. Lefty and a righty warming up for the Rays. Fastball runs inside to Coco Crisp.
And no, you don't want to take one for the team. No. Take one to the rib cage. It's throwing too hard to take one.
Especially if you've been on the disabled list twice already this year, like Coco has. Hellickson's first 3 starts in the big leagues. His pitch counts have been 107, 86, and 97. He's at 103 right now. The bunt. Longoria charges, whips it to first, and Pena dropped it. Pena just flat dropped it. They had Crisp by a couple of feet.
Well, you cannot make a better play than Evan Longoria on a very good bunt by Coco Crisp. He was going to advance the runner, but it was more for a base hit and got out of the box. And you're right, Carlos Pena, who has outstanding hands at first base, just clanked it. Longoria read it perfectly. Maybe the throw a little bit inside, but still a ball that Pena handles more times than not. As he reached out, stretching, had it, didn't get it cleanly into the pocket.
Well, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Hellickson is done for the night. He pitched very well, so we're impressed with our first look at Hellickson. But he's going to sit back and watch his bullpen take over. It's the lefty Randy Choate. He's funky, folks, as he drops way down from the side. So that is what Derek Barton's going to have to deal with.
64th appearance for the funky left-hander. He has given up a couple of home runs, but that is interesting with the new rule this year. You can actually go to your mouth while you're on the dirt, just not on the rubber, as long as you wipe your hand. He looked the home plate umpire, blew on his hand, and said, "Okay, got a blow on my hand. Do anything you want, just don't lick your fingers on the rubber." That's it.
Sure.
Guess they've changed that since the season.
I don't think so.
It's cool enough. You can blow on your hand, just stay on the dirt. Let's see if Derek Barton had his normally great eye against the funky left-hander.
A couple of close pitches. 2-0 is the count.
There he is, the American League leaders by 6 in the lead appearances. Every day, Breslow, of course, 56. Rare, Minnesota's always up in the list. He's at 57.
So 2-0 to Barton. Kurt Suzuki in the on-deck circle. It's a shot to center, but Upton to his right. He's got it. So Barton got a pitch to hit it hard, but fortunately it's an out. So 2 outs, and Randy Choate has done his job. He faces the one left-hander, he gets him, and Joban's going back to the bullpen. So Benoit is going to come in to face Suzuki. 2 outs now with 2 on. Still a 4-3 Rays lead.
In any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Well, big at bat in the game. 2 on, 2 out. A's down by a run here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So Kurt Suzuki will hit against Joaquin Benoit. Benoit having a terrific season out of the Rays bullpen. First pitch, check swing, foul to the backstop.
Well, and Benoit was with the Texas Rangers, and Rafael Betancourt and he were on the mound at the same time. It took forever. Speaking of the pace of the game, always seems to take a lot of time. Of course, comes in with runners on base. He has that luxury. 47th appearance, but he's good.
Look at the strikeouts.
Whatever time it takes to get the job done. It's been a good addition for the Rays bullpen.
That's what you need too with the bullpen. You need to kind of maybe have a guy surprise you. I mean, he was let go. Started in the minors with the Rays. Got called up on April 29th, and he's been very good ever since.
So now for the Rangers, they didn't know where to put him, bullpen or the starting rotation.
61 strikeouts in 44 innings.
Always had the good arm.
0-2 to Suzuki. Pennington at second, Crisp at first. Fastball 95, and somehow John Jaso was able to catch it.
Ball is running away from him, sailing. So went up with it, stayed with it, and kept the runners from advancing. An ice cream snow cone, probably not even dipped, but still kept it in his glove.
1-2 pitch is lined, but foul. Well, Benoit said, you know what, I'm going to try something off speed. He may not do it again because Kurt was all over.
Hanging slider. Just too quick on it. So the way that ball was traveling, if it kept it fair, it might have hit the foul pole. Might have been a home run. But, of course, Luke is a catcher and realizes that they can either back it up with another slider, thinking I'm not looking for it, or go with something else.
See what Benoit does. 1-2. dirt, and what a play by John Jason.
You anticipate the ball going in the dirt, the breaking ball, and they move the big body in front of it to block it. And of course, a couple of pitches, the fastball, and now this slider in the dirt. He's able to block to keep both runners at first and second.
So another, or a 2-2 pitch coming up. Kurt got a fastball, a little bit up, fouls it back. So another tight ball game, just like last night. Final score was 4-3. That is the score right now in this one. Wow, long look in. Now he's ready. Very deliberate. In the dirt, 3-2, and that's going to help because the runners will be able to take off.
Jack just waiting. No lefty in the bullpen.
Now you got great speed with them taking off. Long single, and Coco Crisp may have a chance to score.
Well, Carl Crawford left field playing very shallow and playing the pull where he is set up in left field, a big gap in left center, and a lot of room with center fielder and left fielder playing shallow.
Three-two pitch. Popped up center field. Upton back. And Upton has it side retired. A's strand a pair. So we are headed to the 8th inning at the Coliseum. It's 4-3 Tampa Bay.
After the game, walk down onto the field and enjoy the final post-game fireworks show for this season. And it's brought to you by Kelly Moore Paints. Tickets are on sale right now. OaklandAthletics.com.
September right around the corner. Can you believe that?
Come back, it will be September.
Yeah. Oh, and it's time for Change Things Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Henry Rodriguez comes in. You know, it's kind of fun now. Kind of look forward to Henry Rodriguez coming to the game. He's getting better.
And a cool night. You're looking for some warmth. Throw 99 to 100 miles an hour. You'll warm up the place.
Well, I think the A's want to take a good hard look at him the last quarter of the season. He certainly has made a lot of progress. Hard thrower. He'll face Longoria, Pena, and Joyce here in the top of the 8th. 4-3 Rays lead. Longoria swings at the first fastball he sees. 99 miles an hour. He fouls it back.
You're right. The more Henry Rodriguez can get in games, especially like this. He was actually up in the 9th inning last night to closer Sacramento. The more he can get in and throw strikes, and the confidence at this level is going to make him better and better.
Longoria toward right field. Travis Buck takes care of it. So Evan Longoria is 0 for 4 tonight.
That was the 100-mile-per-hour fastball.
Now batting, number 23, Carlos Pena.
So Carlos Pena steps in. One thing to keep an eye on in this game is the Rays closer. Rafael Soriano is having a terrific season. Something to keep in mind. Fastball, triple digits, is inside to Pena. 0 for 2 with a walk for the first baseman. A little location of that fastball, right down around the knees.
Suzuki looking at his catcher's mitt and said, if you weren't broken in before this inning, you will be when it's finished.
Well, this is the 4th time that Rodriguez has been with the A's this year. I think this is the first time that he's really an opportunity to pitch regularly.
And Carlos Pena knew a fastball was coming. At least had a pretty good idea, and he started gearing up for the good fastball. Still could not catch up to it as it tailed away from him a little bit to the outside.
So 2-2 the count. He's going to drop a curveball here at some point. I'm telling you.
I know. It's going to be a fastball
you don't know that you want that to happen.
No, this is a fastball away. He's not going to do 2-2. Ideally gets ahead and he can throw it, try to get him to swing at it, but 2-2 and he misses, and that just helps Carlos Pena start his swing a little bit earlier, knowing the fastball is coming.
Pitch in the dirt. So full count now to Pena. Payoff pitch. That's drilled foul. So you throw a 101-mile-an-hour fastball to a very good major league hitter, and he gets out ahead of it a little bit and rips it foul.
Well, that's what happened. The 2-2 was a 90-mile-an-hour something that missed, and then as I mentioned, you get to 3-2. There's not much Carlos Pena can look for except fastball. It was 101, but if a hitter starts his swing, which Pena did, knowing the fastball was coming, it's not surprising that he did get out in front of it.
Swings and misses at the high fastball, 99 miles an hour.
The key there was a location. Ball just taking off away from Carlos Pena, similar to the second strike. Had to reach for it. And Carlos into the pull mode a little bit, and
Matt
And
Joyce.
Rodriguez took him to 3-2, but he got the strikeout, challenging him with the good fastball.
So that'll bring up another left-handed hitter, Matt Joyce. Joyce hits one to center field. Coco Crisp is there, and Henry Rodriguez has a 3-up, 3-down, top of the 8th inning. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Cust, Kuzminoff, and Davis. 4-3 Rays. Here's our game summary brought to you by McDonald's. 4-4-1 for the Rays. 3-7-2 for the Athletics. Both starters were good tonight. Derek Barton with a 2-run single. A couple of home runs in the game. One by this man, Jack Cust. The home run for the Rays was hit by Ben Zobrist. Zobrist is the run that gave the Rays the lead. So 4-3, bottom of the 8th. Joaquin Benoit is back out there. He got Suzuki to end the 7th.
Last time Jack Cust hit home run was a game in which he hit 2 in the same game. You see the curveball he hit his last at bat. Jeremy got upset and that retired, and you see Jack Cust tied again with another home run. No, just one in August.
Yeah.
It's unusual for Big Jack.
Pitch there, catches the outside corner. Strikeout home run for Cust tonight. Cust behind in the count. He'll be followed by Kuzminoff and then Rajay Davis. High fastball. Kuzminoff in the on-deck circle, and that closer that we talked about, Soriano, has just started to throw out in the Rays bullpen. Cust tries to hold up, and he does, says Laz Diaz.
And that's a good call because Jack kept his bat on his shoulder, it looked like, as his body went through. And see here, some umpires would call that with the follow through, his momentum, but fortunately he did not. It's ultra mode. Slowed it down. It was so quick. Jack got it back fast.
Payoff pitch. Inside, and he walked him. A's have the tying run aboard here in the bottom of the 8th. We're going to have a pinch hitter there, Soriano. Gross.
Gross, former Tampa Bay Ray.
For Jack Cubs, number 18, Gabe Gross.
So Gross is the pinch runner.
Number 5, Kevin Kuzmanov.
It's been a while since Gabe Gross has been in the lineup.
So here's Kuzmanov, 1 for 3 with a base hit in the 4th. Fastball for a strike. Kuzmanov also grounded out in the 2nd and struck out in the 6th. He's got 3 hits in his last 34 at bats. Slices that one foul, so now he's behind in the count 0-2. A's trailed in this game 3-0 after 2 innings. Gross, pretty good lead at first. Fastball runs high to Kuzmanov. Rally caps are out, and it's the 8th inning.
I want to see our guy from the other night with the flip down sunglasses, the mustache, that sparkling cap, new cap.
Keep it score with his batting glove on. Foul back. But he only put that batting glove on when the A's were hitting.
That's a good point.
Because why would you need a batting glove if you're not hitting? Right?
Yeah, the guys wear batting gloves in their mitts.
I guess.
Gloves. Yeah.
He just one of those guys that does not wear the batting glove under the glove. Take by Kuzmanov, and he's even the count 2-2.
Well, it's so hard not to swing at that type of pitch. A good change up in the dirt, blocked by Jaso, but Kuzmanov very disciplined. Rajay Davis waiting for his chance. He's hitting 6th in the lineup tonight. Moving on up.
That's right. Pitch, right field, down the line, but it's foul. Kuzmanov hit a home run like that earlier this year, right down the line.
Bottom of the 9th, tie the game. With a good fastball from Benoit, Joyce is playing him that way, that direction, and I was glad the ball went into foul territory because Joyce had gotten to the ball as it just drifted in to foul territory by a couple of feet. Wrapping inside the foul line if you're going to do that. Foul pole.
So good battle here. Kuzmanov and Benoit. Slice, right field, fair. Joyce cuts it off. Digging for third is Gross. Kuzmanov to second. He'll be in there, and the A's are in big-time business in the bottom of the 8th. Oh, what an at-bat by Kevin Kuzmanov.
But he just stayed back, and whether it was a fastball or the slider, took a great change-up to get it to 2-2, and then Benoit hung a slider, and Kevin Kuzmanov stayed back, eyes Oh, he just lit up. Slider, just what I'm looking for. And, you know, if Joyce had come up throwing the ball to second base, he might have kept Kuz at first. But he threw thinking that Gross is going to try to score, and Kuz ain't going to get him to second base, where he was thinking about all the way. Gross was not going to score once Gross cut the ball off. So Joe Madden not pulling a Mariano Rivera.
Not yet. He wants to, though.
Yeah.
Soriano is ready out in the bullpen. Here's Rajai Davis, infield in.
Last night, Rajai Davis got an infield, or drove in a run with the ball on the ground. It was in the 3-run 6th inning, the first of the 3.
Davis drives one, left center field. Upton on the run, still on the run. He reaches up, he makes the catch. Both runners will move up. Gross scores, and we are tied. Rajai Davis goes after the first pitch he sees, and he does his job.
Well, as Jim Skater would say, that's the way we do it. And that's exactly the way you do it. He stayed with a breaking ball. Benoit hung another slider just like he did to Kevin Kuzminoff. And Joe Madden going out, and is he going to make the change with the go-ahead run at third? He was trotting out of the mound. Rajai Davis, a great job extending on the slider away from him to pull it deep enough to left center. And smart base running by Kuzminoff to get back and take off to third base.
Cormier now starts to loosen up. He pitched last night. Well, they're going to stay with Benoit. A walk, a double, and a sacrifice fly here in the 8th, and now the A's are threatening to take the lead. Travis Buck is the hitter. So Travis Buck is 0 for 3. He's hit a pair of fly balls to left field and a fly ball to center field.
Well, he wants to do so much in this situation because he has not played a lot this year because of injuries, but great opportunity right now to do something special.
Tollison is in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss on a high fastball.
Challenged him, and not a bad swing by Travis Buck. Looking fastball, he got it. Just a little bit extra on it from Benoit.
Another high fastball, and Buck went after it again, and he missed it. 1-2.
The first one's okay. This one, though, you got to be a little bit more disciplined, especially out of the strike zone, forced him to bring the ball down and try to do it again.
That time Buck fouls it back 96 miles an hour.
Well, I thought maybe he'd try to throw a change up, get him to swing it. Change up with the same delivery. He's got a pretty good one. But maybe with the runner at third base now, he's not going to take a chance of throwing it hard and bouncing it and depend on his catcher to block it.
So you saw Ellis into the on-deck circle. That's Steve Tollison's spot. Tried that fastball high again. This time Buck does not go after it. 2-2. Back and forth game tonight. 4-4 now in the bottom of the 8th. swing and a miss. He struck him out. So he did go with an off-speed pitch down and away. And he gets Travis Buck swinging. A big out for Benoit.
I'm surprised it took him as long as it did. And, well, it's just you're up for a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and he pulls the string, and unfortunately Travis out in front on the pitch out of the strike zone.
So Ellis will try to give the A's the lead here. He is pinch hitting for Tollison. First pitch to Ellis is a high fastball. He fouls it back. Mark hitting .260 with 2 homers and 31 runs batted in. He's tied it in the 6th. They've tied it again here in the 8th.
He's got to come down the line, and Jaso backhanded the slider. Got to be ultra aggressive. Just got to come down just in case the ball gets away. Maybe take a chance on a short, wild pitch.
Cued foul, so 1-2. Ibar, Upton, and Bartlett, the bottom 3 for the Rays in the top of the 9th. Will it be tied, or will the A's have the lead? Benoit about to throw his 32nd pitch in the ball game. Again, shoots it foul.
Staying back, almost like he's thinking about the off-speed pitch, and late on the fastball, but not a bad direction to hit the fastball. George really playing him shallow in right field.
Left field too. Crawford playing very shallow. All 3 outfielders shallow. Another 1-2. Benoit to Ellis. Again, Mark just hanging in there. And he's shortening up that swing.
0 for 9 as a pinch hitter. How about giving himself an average? 1 for 10. Take 100 batting average.
Sounds pretty good right now.
Sounds great with a ribby.
Again, Mark shoots it foul. So what we're saying is a 100 batting average never looked so good.
It's at least better than having all zeros. Yep. So a 1 in front of 2 zeros with a decimal looks good.
So would a 5 next to the Oakland on the score.
A wild pitch. A lot of things you're looking for with a runner in third.
Good take by Mark Ellis. I think Benoit is thinking, you know, that was a pretty good location. How the heck did he lay off there?
Well, because of the swings on the fastball. He's able to take that because he's looking at least trying to make contact with 2 strikes. Late on the fastball, not surprised to see him take the change up the way he did.
So he's not worried about being late on the fastball. He'll foul it off.
Maybe even dump one into right field.
Another good take by Mark Ellis. 3-2. 36 pitches now for Benoit.
Again, thinking maybe fastball started. Recognized it, stayed away from it. Really has to have the same approach with 3-2. He's got the 3-2. 9th pitch in the at-bat.
Walked it. Mark Ellis, a terrific at-bat. He gets the walk. And I think we're going to see the closer.
Well, he is sat down. I think it's Cormier. Or is that?
Yeah, you're right. Soriano did sit down. So Cormier's coming in. 4-4 game. He's trying to grab the lead.
Toyota than any other brand in California. Learn why at your Toyota dealer today. By Xfinity, the next generation in home entertainment. Now available in the Bay Area and coming soon to the Central Valley. By Chevy, with a full lineup of award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Verizon Wireless, introducing the Droid X, the next generation of does.
Well, that is the go-ahead run. Kevin Kuzmanoff standing at third base, 2 outs. Mark Ellis is over at first. The Rays have gone to Lance Cormier to face Cliff Pennington. Game on the line. The first pitch is line but fouls. Pennington way out ahead.
And it won't be a problem if Cliff Pennington has a go-ahead RBI in 3 consecutive games. That would be nothing wrong with that.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Cormier pitched 2 innings last night through 17 pitches. He's back to work tonight. Two for 3 tonight for Pennington. You saw Joaquin Benoit. He got a workout tonight. 37 pitches out of the bullpen by Benoit. And he got 3 outs. 1 in the 8th, or 1 in the 7th, and 2 in the 8th. Also gave up the tying run.
Hellickson won't get the win. Mazzaro, of course, a no decision.
Hit hard on the ground. Juggled. Zobrist throws. Not in time. A's lead. A's lead.
Great hustle by Cliff Pennington, and especially with the second baseman fielding the ball, bobbled the ball, but still rushed it. Maybe unnecessarily, but Cliff Pennington does it again. It's probably going to be an error. Should be an error. It is an error, but the A's will take it. The bobble, the hurry, the throw in the dirt, the hustle, and he's safe. Wow. That is an unbelievable play. Zobrist to hit a home run to give the Rays the lead. But Pennington really busted it down the line. You run hard, good things can happen. The foot on the bag, the ball bounced. Excellent call by John Hirschbeck because he was safe.
There's a shot. And Bartlett flips to Zobrist, side to retire. But the A's catch a break, and they score twice. And they lead 5-4 as we head to the ninth.
Clip Pennington with a runner at third. Tie game. Bobbled by Zobrist. We'll give him the hustle. That's the part of the game that you play the game hard. You run 90 feet hard. You can make it happen. And if he's upset that he hit the ball hard right at Zobrist and not running hard, he's out. And it's a tie game. And instead the A's have the lead.
Mark Ellis at second base. Craig Breslow is going to try to save it for the Athletics. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog expert. So Breslow comes on. 1-1 now to Willie Ibar. Well, that's what good teammates do. Feels worse than Zobrist. 2-1 to Ibar. Breslow has a save this year. It was Blevins last night. Breslow trying to save it tonight. Good fastball outside corner. Ibar is 0 for 3. Strikeout and a couple of fly balls to left field. Upton on deck, and then Bartlett. Rangers won their game tonight. The Angels lost their game. Only hit in that 8th inning by that man, Kevin Kuzmanov. So the A's scored 2 runs to take the lead on 1 hit. A couple of walks, sacrifice fly in the big air. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And went up the ladder, and a great pitch by Craig Breslow to go up the ladder and get the strikeout. Challenged him. A big strikeout to start this inning.
So that'll bring up Upton. Upton with home run power. He's got 11 on the year. downstairs. Couple of strikeouts and a walk tonight. Also a run score for Upton. Close pitch. Call the ball 2-0.
The outfield playing no doubles. Kevin Kuz went off at third, guarding the line, but I'd have to say, with the speed of B.J. Upton, he hits the ball towards the gap. I don't know if the outfielders can cut it off in time for their position to keep him from getting a double.
It's almost like no triples. If that makes any sense.
Conceding the double.
Is Bartlett. 3-0 pitch to Upton is a strike. Means 3-1.
Finally, somebody had a 3-0 and didn't swing.
Up the middle. Pennington has it. Spins around. Throw to first. They got him.
Unbelievable. Wow. Man could play. With Upton's speed, he didn't think he had a chance. Watch the range of Cliff Pennington going after the ball, sliding, getting up and throwing. Derek Barton, his normal stretch, and he gets it. What a great play by Cliff Pennington. He is absolutely doing it all. And a smart play by throwing the ball into the dirt for the hop. He takes a chance of airmailing it over Barton's head, and Derek with a tremendous stretch again, and it gets him.
Is his foot on the back?
Enough. Oh, his foot was all over the bag. Pennington, the slide, he knows the speed of Upton, but also the best part of the play was throwing the ball. Great, strong arm, but using the one hop, the bounce, to Derek Barton.
Sometimes more accurate that way.
Absolutely. Less of a chance of throwing the ball while they're airmailing it. You try to get too much on it, throw in the seats.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Bartlett. Up and it drops slow and away. So the count even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that's the ball game. Breslow with the save, his second of the year, and he does it. Couple of strikeouts in the ninth and a sensational play by Cliff Pennington. So the A's come back again and win it. They've won 4 in a row. They're now 61-60 on the year. So lots of excitement last night and more excitement tonight as the A's, in exciting fashion, win it 5-4 over the Rays. A's postgame live with Brody Brazil and Carney Lansford starts right now.